And now here to perform one moment from his CD, Fuzzatronic Scream, here's Bobby Gaylor.
My hometown was a small bicentennial New England town where everybody knew everybody and their business. My actual neighborhood was surrounded by dense woods, bubbling brooks, frog ponds, and fields, and it was also situated next to the town cemetery, the town reservoir, and the town sandpit. So as kids, there were a lot of cool places to hang out, away from the prying eyes of adults. Now the summers in Massachusetts are completely unique. Days are always hot and humid, and always accompanied by the constant scream of cicadas. Now at night, it would cool down a little, and new insect sounds would fill the silence. Bats would chase flying insects to and fro, and mosquitoes would land on your shirtless torso and eat you alive. But it was still better than being home with your parents. I was 13 years old, and it was a summer like this that I had my first real kiss. About 6 or 7 of us were hanging out in the field, smoking old golds and passing around a bottle of red wine somebody had stolen from their parents' liquor cabinet. And there was a girl in the group, and it was obvious there was something between us, you know, that energy, that draw, that something. You know it's there, but you're too young to actually know what it's really all about. So you flirt with each other like 13-year-olds do. Throw rocks at each other, hit each other in the head with sticks. I gave her a lot of piggybacks. She wrote her name on my arm with a big pen really hard. It took about 2 weeks to come off. Her name was Debbie Endress. She had long, straight, dark hair, full lips, an ass that was made to wear jeans. And she was barefoot. She was always barefoot. I walked her home that night, and for some reason we were walking down the middle of the street. And when we stopped in front of her house, I swung around and I kissed her. It was the most amazing feeling to that point in my life. Our tongues met, it was warm, it was beautiful, it was so electric. A car came around the corner and blew its horn at us, breaking the moment. Before she went in, she told me her family was going away for the weekend and she'd see me on Monday. I don't even remember my feet touching the asphalt on my walk home. I went to bed that night just dreaming about Monday. The next day, my parents informed me we were going on a 3-week family vacation starting Monday. I was like, what? Well, I'm not going. I fought and I fought and I fought, and they said, don't you understand what you're doing to me? But it didn't matter. I wasn't going to get to stay home because I was too young. So I decided to make the trip miserable for everybody. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't participate in anything. I was just a miserable SOB in the back seat. But they all had fun despite my mood. Sometimes, though, I wish the car would just crash and I was the only one left alive. Then I could run home to be with Debbie. Hindsight, I'm glad that didn't happen. When we did finally get home, I bolted out of the car and I ran to her house. And I rang her bell, I rang her bell, I rang her bell, and nobody answered. Nobody was home. So I went to visit my friends, and like true friends, they told me while I was away, Debbie started going out with somebody else, an older boy, 16 and a half to be exact. He had a car. My whole world was crushed. I mean, I couldn't compete with that. All I had was a heart, and you can't go cruising to the movies or parking with just a heart. Looking back though, who could blame it? They always say when something heavy happens in your life, years from then, you'll be able to look back about it and laugh. They also say you never forget your first kiss, and they're right. So Debbie, wherever you are, thanks for that memory. Thank you.